The price of XRP is expected to reach over $27 by December 1st as a result of China's recent announcement of a huge $40 billion buy order for XRP for their crypto strategic reserve, which may happen as soon as 72 hours. Donald Trump, the President of the United States, has publicly stated that they will not allow China to dominate the cryptocurrency market, particularly American cryptocurrencies like XRP. He has even gone so far as to announce the creation of an XRP crypto strategic reserve for the United States of America and a multi-billion-dollar acquisition of XRP and other American cryptocurrencies. The official launch of the XRP strategic reserve has been confirmed due to the enormous demand that is expected to drive trillions of dollars into the XRP lender and the extremely limited and low supply of circulating XRP. This is going to cause the price of XRP to rise to $27.58 and as early as 72 hours, if not significantly higher than that amount. This is a huge deal now. In particular, we're going to assist everyone on this channel by giving away free XRP to everyone who watches today's video, regardless of whether you now own XRP or wish to acquire another large bag of it. You will receive up to $100 in free XRP to complete the purchase. Simply like the video, subscribe, share, and above all, register on Apple using my link in the description, and presto. You will receive up to $100 which you may use to purchase additional XRP. Because this is a limited time, please spread the word and forward it to your friends and family. We also thank our partner Uphold for making this possible. However, once more, get the word out and get your money before the 72-hour window closes. Once more, claim the $300. The description will contain all of the links, and I'm grateful, Uphold. As XRP rises from $2 to $27, people stand to gain millions of dollars through the XRP ledger, so it's time to prepare. And it's early because this might happen in front of you within the next 72 hours. We have already started to see XRP, and we may see it. Prices are rising, but not just because China or the US are attempting to purchase $40 billion or billions of dollars worth of XRP. Rather, another enormous market is about to open up, a $654.39 trillion real estate market in the payment rewards sector, which is expected to start pouring money into the XRP ledger almost immediately on December 1st. This is taking place while receiving little media attention. This is a huge issue, guys, and it's fantastic because it implies that we retailers who were able to invest in XRP early on can now build up a sizable bank account. And all of this has been verified by Brad Gunning, the CEO of Ripple, David Shorts, the CTO of Ripple, and even Arthur Britta, the founder and co-founder of XRP, who stated that XRP is made for $10,000 and needs to be scalable to support 7.5 billion people. And now that you can really purchase real estate straight through the XRP ledger, that true scalability is starting to manifest. Look at these properties. I'll click the link right here, and you'll see multi-million-dollar properties all throughout the United States of America that you can now buy directly utilizing the XRP ledger. Consider this one, which is $999,000, $1 billion, or this one, which is $620,000, located in Albank, Staten Island, New York. We're talking about assets valued at over $2 billion that you can now purchase straight from the XRP ledger and complete the transaction with your XRP. Thus, this is precisely what is taking place when we discuss globalized adoption. Additionally, it's happening to businesses like MasterCard and JP Morgan, whose Visa cards now enable you to pay your bills or make purchases with your XRP in-store. Recently, the Bank of America has made it possible for people to use XRP to pay back loans and credit card bills. This indicates that XRP and the XRP ledger are becoming more widely used. However, let's focus more intently on the $650 trillion that will actually lead XRP to reach the $10,000 milestone that Arthur Britta, the company's founder, mentioned in the long run. The XRP is intended for 10,000 because it's obvious that when it comes to large buy orders from the US and China, the $27 mark is practically a certain. However, the $10,000 mark, which might perhaps occur as early as the middle of 2026, is not being discussed. It is possible that XRP will reach $10,000 within the next 6 months. How is that even possible? Now pay close attention and look at this. RealFi, a payment reward system that operates in the real estate sector, is officially going to pump roughly $634.39 trillion into the XRP ledger. Everything will now be entered into the XRP ledger using the actual token. This project, which is based directly on the XRP ledger, is the actual token. And since many people would profit greatly from this, it is evident that this is extremely bullish. Very low resistance and very strong support levels are what we are discussing. Since the genuine token is just 2 or 3 months old, it has gone from being worth a tenth of a penny to 3.5 cents, meaning that people have made, 100x, 1000x. This means that the chart will break it to an all-time high, and that exponential scale is soon to be seen. We are discussing the listing of a real token on a global centralized exchange with a daily transaction volume of more than $5 billion. That's crazy. This implies that a significant amount of money will be transferred from the real token to the XRPL, not just through the $650 trillion market but also through the XRP ledger. Additionally, the major exchange listing that would unlock a staggering $5 billion in daily transaction volume is scheduled for December 5th. Recognize that the actual token is currently worth 3 cents. Right now it's limited to decentralized changes on the XRP ledger, but that will soon change. What is the daily volume for genuine tokens that we are currently discussing? $10,000 and $20,000. It's nothing. Upon closer inspection, you can see that the price is currently rising with little volume, since once more it's difficult and only true institutional volume is involved. However, on December 5th, we will witness that total transformation. Real tokens will be easily accessible to institutions. Since the project has a very limited supply, Phase 1 supply is 22 million, and the maximum supply is 1 billion, retailers will have easy access to genuine tokens and the price will skyrocket. The price will have to rise since there isn't enough supply to go around, and it will continue to rise as you earn more and more money, and it will keep doing that. Consequently, we are reaching a stage when a large number of experts and analysts have been reading. People with 200, 300, and 400,000 followers are coming out in public and stating that if just 1% of that $650 trillion is included in this market capitalization, they believe that the value of Rail tokens will increase from about 3 cents to $65,000. Furthermore, it is evident from basic algebra that this is the case since, as you can see, you have a very limited supply and you only receive 1% of the $650 trillion. Enters the real token, the price rises dramatically and the price per real token clearly fluctuates, reaching $65,000. Therefore, it goes without saying that I have a lot of optimism for the project. You examine the organizations that are genuinely supporting this endeavor. You see there are initiatives like, businesses like RealFi, which is really significant in this context. You are discussing the first and best blockchain power pin reward system ever. You're discussing things like the real-world asset marketplace, which lets you purchase real estate directly through the XB ledger, and the actual token is being used for all of this. And they clearly state that. It states that if you have a real file, you can purchase real estate since you will be rewarded with real tokens. Thus, the actual token is being used by all of these organizations. As you can see, there is a lot of momentum and possibilities for where the actual token will be, a few days, a few months, and eventually years from now. However, the price of each real token is expected to skyrocket as early as December 5th. Naturally, the price will continue to rise as the December 5th deadline for that gigantic centralized exchange listing, that global centralized exchange listing, drew nearer. Therefore, gentlemen, the possibility is truly present. You must enter the market where the money is moving, and it is evidently moving toward actual tokens. I want to be clear about that you need to investigate things like these and conduct your own study. All of the links will be included in the description below. Not only can I purchase the genuine token on this page, but I will also include links to all other institutions that use the real token in the description below. Additionally, I would want to emphasize that I am not a financial advisor, rather I am conducting research. Nevertheless, this is plainly very, very bullish. All of the links will be included in the description below. I mean,